Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dad's Farmalls. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting the Woods 59 C2 belly mower back on our 1965 International Cub. So let's get to it. First thing we need to do is I had the drawbar switched for the grader, so I need to switch the drawbar back to the normal position. I've already loosened my 4 bolts, so now all I need to do is get in here and lift her up and drop her down. Spin her around. Bring her up and hook her back on. Just like that. And now I'll tighten these back down. That'll be ready. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our mule drive on. That fits in there like this. And we just lay it there. And we lay that right on top like that. These are our plates. These will go on the outside. And we'll put the bolts on and we'll tighten the mule drive on. What we're going to do is we're going to take our plate, put it back here, put our bolts in from this side, put the easy one in first, get the nut, put the nut on there. And then we'll do the back one. The back one's a little bit of a pain because you've got the oil pan from the final drive right there. So when you do that one, you gotta use an open faced wrench in there because you can't get into it. Tight. Okay, the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to slide the mower underneath the tractor, and it is a tight fit, so we need to take the wheels and turn them all the way. I'm going to turn them all the way to the left because I'm coming in from the right side, and that should give us enough room to slide it under there. The other thing I'm going to mention is I've got this little car dolly, which in my opinion, anyway, I've got this little car dolly that I put under the back end of the mower. So, you know, for one person trying to push it around, it sure makes it a lot easier. If you got one, great. If you don't, well, you're just going to have to pull it around. The other thing, when we go to move this, we want to make sure that our belt's up and out of the way. We also want to make sure that our arms are down. It makes it a little bit tricky for getting her in there, but then we just spin her around here. Let me get this out of the way. Alright, to get her under, we're just going to spin her around. It's close. There we go. Just had to get my car dolly around the tire there. All right. And then we're going to line it up for our back hole. And the other thing I want to do while I have it out here, if I can, is I want to put that back. I want to pull these back so that I don't have to worry about jockeying it around the underslung the underslung exhaust. This next portion is a lot easier if you got somebody to help you. So I'm going to go get somebody to help me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we straighten these wheels out here so that we kind of get a straight run, and we're going to line up the posts with the holes. And I'm going to lift, and my daughter is going to push from the front. Okay, and we're going to see if we can get her in there. And that makes it a whole lot simpler to get it in when you got somebody to help you, as you can see. As you can see here, we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. I'm using the top hole because somebody put in welded in a piece that doesn't quite clear. I kind of knocked a bunch of it off, but anyway, the reason you have different settings depending on how tall you want it. This is your back. You know, this is going to hold the back of the mower up, and in holding the back of the mower up, what we're wanting is you're wanting the front end of the mower to be like a 1/2 inch lower than the back. And the way that we can change the height on the front of the mower is we can take this off right here. Some of these have spacers. This has just got some washers. But anyway, you can move them to the bottom to lower the wheel a little bit if you wanted to give it a little bit more height. I've got it a little bit shorter right now, and we're going to see how that works. The next thing that we need to do is we need to put our braces on, and our braces are going to hook into the front holes on our final drive. It looks like we got to go back a little bit. There, we got her. I think. All right, we got her started. Both of them started on this side. I'm going to get them started on the other side, and then we'll tighten them down. As you can see, there's actually 3 bolts that should be going in there, and I've only got 2, so I'm putting in 2. If you got 3, put in 3. So the next thing we got to do is we need to put our extension on for our lift. Slide that right in there and tighten the nut down on the other side. Something else while I'm putting this thing on here. If you're buying a mower from somebody, This part and this part are two of the parts that people forget and leave on the tractor. So you might want to make sure that if you're buying a mower that you get these with it. Alright, that's perfect. We want to go ahead and be able to lift and lower this. So we're going to throw our chains on here. Our belt, in case you didn't know how this wraps around here, we're going to start based off of our right-handed pulley. We make sure that our V goes in there. As it comes off of the front, this is going to go, this one is going to go, and it's going to go in the top portion of the pulley, and we'll head back towards the back. Coming off the back of the right-handed pulley, it's going to go in the middle section of the middle pulley and go around to our left pulley, which will then come around and go into our bottom pulley, and then it will head to the back. All right, so the belt that's coming, where it's coming back off the right-hand side of the main pulley, is going to have a quarter twist so that the V will come up into this. So that just means that we're going to take it and lay that, just give it a little quarter twist so the V lays right in there. And then on the left hand side, how it comes off of there to get to this pulley, it's going to need a 3/4 twist. So it's going to have to go 1, 2, and 3 turns to get that 3/4 twist to get around this pulley. So we've got the belt coming all the way back the way it's supposed to. We've got it twisted the way we need it to. And now we just need it to go around this pulley. Like I said, I've got the deck raised, so I've got a little bit of slack. The easiest way to put it on this, I don't know if you just put it right in like that and turn it. And now your belt's on. That's how we put the Woods 59C2 mower deck back on. We've got the belt back on. A couple of things we want to make sure, if you use one of those car dollies underneath to, push it under, make sure you take that out, because you don't want that stuck up underneath there when you start up. Go ahead and lower our deck. And then we want to make sure that the back of our deck is at least a 1/2 inch higher than the front. And then if you want to go ahead and make sure that your blades are level and stuff, you can also measure the front, the fronts of those and stuff all the way across. Make sure both sides is the way you want it. If you do need to raise or lower the front ends at all, like I said, just remove these and move your washers around. Other than that, before you get running this, there's places here on all your pulleys to put a little bit of 80W90 oil to keep those lubed, and there's a couple oil zerks here on the front for your bearings there, or for your swivel on your wheels. And that's really about all there is to it. If you like this sort of thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, help me out there, or leave a comment, or some feedback. I'd appreciate it. And anyway, hope this is helping somebody out there. If not, it helps me remember how to do it the next time.